In regards to Zohran, someone who is obviously not happy about Zohran becoming the New York City mayor is none other than our grand old friend, Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller, this sadistic Nazi psychopath who hates everyone but white Christian nationalist men, who wants America to burn and the only ones to survive to be white Christian nationalist men, Stephen Miller has officially now made a cryptic threat to go after children in New York City. So after the mayoral election win for Zohran Mamdani, Stephen Miller took to X and posted a screenshot from NewYorkCity.gov of statistics of immigration households and children who are in those households. So let's go ahead and take a look at the screenshot here, because it's pretty sick when you think about it. Stephen Miller is probably the most evil, smug, disgusting human being, vile piece of crap that you can probably ever imagine. I mean, he is disgusting. But after Zohran's win, he posted this screenshot to X. Household and family types. Family household types by immigration status. Almost 50% of New Yorkers live in family households with at least one immigrant. Over 1 million children, equaling 62% of all children in New York City, live in a household with at least one foreign-born family member. Of the 1 million New Yorkers who live in mixed-status households, 500,000, or 27%, are children. 80% of these children are born U.S. citizens. Mixed-status households demonstrate that all New Yorkers are impacted by federal policies that separate families. Stephen Miller is the head. He is the head of the state that is sending ICE, as well as Trump, into our streets, that are sending this private militia to rip people from the streets, rip people from their homes, rip people from apartment buildings and children from apartment buildings at 2 a.m. in the morning, like the Nazis did in Germany. Yes, the Nazis did in Germany. And now, Stephen Miller, after now not getting their way with the Mamdani election into the New York City mayoral seat, now, Stephen Miller has to set a target. He has to pose a threat. And now he's threatening children, and the separation of children from their families in New York City. Because now their election interference tactics did not work. Their election fear tactics to provoke the New Yorkers to vote against Mamdani did not work. So now what they have to do is pose actual threats, actual force in the streets of New York City. And that, according to Stephen Miller and this post, is targeting children. This is sick. You have these sick individuals who are in the White House who do not care about humanity, and obviously do not care about children, even though they ran on keeping children and families together, even though they ran on protecting children. But we already know that they don't protect children because guess what? The main head of a pedophile ring is sitting in the presidency. Yeah, protecting the Epstein files. You think these people care about children? Absolutely not. If they cared about children, guess what? We would have had the Epstein files released within the first month of Trump's presidency. But yet we are still sitting on any amount of evidence to expose the elites that are tracked in the Epstein files, including Trump. So to say that this administration cares about protecting children, and then you have Stephen Miller posting screenshots of statistics to cynically and critically and disgustingly target New York City specifically because an election didn't go their way. It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty sick. It's pretty manipulative and maniacal in this administration's hands. But what can we expect any more of or any less of when it comes to this administration? Because they continue to use their unwielding and unprovoked and illegal power to power through the streets of democratic cities and destroy homes and families. This is their MO, this has been their MO, and this will continue to be their MO until all the cities in the United States stand up to the BS this administration is putting out, especially when it comes to putting out on social media statistics that cryptically target children and separate families. These are the people that maggots voted in.